Hello everybody, welcome back to another Disney Pixar Cars video on my channel, and today is my 4,500th subscriber special. I really can't thank you guys enough for the amount of support you guys have given me. I am just so thankful. I know you guys probably just saw a little light change. I was just changing the ring light color for you guys. But yeah, today is the Q&A number 5. I believe it is number 5. So I've made 4 before. If you guys haven't seen those, make sure you guys go check them out. But yeah, this is my 5th Q&A so far. And yeah, I just put some cars in the background there. Just some of the more recent ones. I got Will Rush, Cousin Buford, Doc Hudson, Untitled Chapter, Lightning McQueen. Pretty much just a whole bunch of cars. And you guys asked a lot of questions, and I mean a lot. I have about 4 pages, maybe about 3.5 pages full of questions. So that's why you guys might be hearing some paper rattling, because I have to flip pages just to find the questions for you guys that you guys have asked. So, yeah, let's just get to the very first question. Now, this is in no particular order. I'm just going through the list that I wrote them down. I didn't go through like first comment to very last comment. I'm just writing down I'm just going through the pages of what I wrote down. So, not really whoever was made the first comment is gonna have the first question, but it's just in no particular order. I just have a page full of questions I'll be answering for you guys. So, yeah, the very first one, or the very first questions are by Cars Remakes. So, he asks, what is your favorite Disney Cars diecast released? Or who's your favorite diecast ever to be released? Now this one, it changes a lot of times since there's always, like, amazing ones coming out, but I really do like a lot of the cars, mostly from the older days. The new ones, of course, some of the new ones are my favorites, but not as good as some of the old ones. Probably don't have a certain choice, but I would probably have to choose some of my favorite ones ever released. Like, there's Bubba, there's the No Stall Hauler, such things as like Race Damage Mood Springs, the Santa car. I mean, there's just a lot of cars that are my favorites, definitely, but it's always going to be hard for me to decide that. But yeah, so thank you so much for asking that question, Cars Remakes. And the next one you asked is, what's your favorite Cars Tunes diecast? Okay, well, there are a lot of Cars Tunes diecasts. It is kind of hard to decide, but if I were to choose my favorite one, I would probably have to choose, this is a hard one. I'm thinking about it, like, right as I'm speaking it. I'd probably have to choose something like Tokyo Mater. Like, the actual Tokyo Mater diecast looks very amazing. I really like Captain Munir, or whatever his name is, that military helicopter. I mean, there's just so many cars that I love from that series, but those are just 2 of some of the main ones. So, don't have a particular favorite because I still have to decide on every single one, but still, there's just a lot to choose from, if you guys know what I mean. Next question he asks is, if you were not a Cars collector, what would you be? Now, I actually have no idea what I would be if I wasn't a Cars collector, because I've been pretty much doing cars my entire life, and if I did it, I have no idea where I'd be right now. If I wasn't a Cars collector, this video wouldn't even be here right now. So I don't really know what I would be doing, so that is a question that is hard to answer. I have no idea what I'd be doing. I'd probably just be living just regular life. I'd probably be collecting other stuff. But yeah, I really don't know what I'd be doing if I never collected cars. Yeah, next questions are by world-renowned Turbo Tractor. So thank you so much, Cars Remakes, for, of course, asking me those questions. And also thank you, world-renowned Turbo Tractor, for asking these questions. So the very first question he asks is, how many cars are in your collection? Now, from what I know, I had 740 during the time of my collection video, and I probably got, this is kind of hard to tell, I probably got maybe 3 or 4 more diecasts after I made my collection video. So maybe around 740 something, around that. It's definitely not over 750. So I don't know the exact number. I'll have to recount it all, but probably around 744, 745, around those numbers. So yeah. Next question he asks is, where did you draw your inspiration from? Now, me creating a YouTube channel, I didn't really draw any inspiration from that. I just decided to do it one day, and I really liked doing it, so I just kept doing it. Never really got inspiration. I did watch a whole bunch of YouTubers as a younger kid, but I never really had an inspiration to make one. But to make Cars videos, I did get some inspiration for that. Pretty much got inspiration from Aquastrike, some other Cars YouTubers, but I'm pretty sure it's just mainly Aquastrike. I did start watching like Disney Docket maybe a year or so after I started making Cars videos, so I can't really put him on the list for inspiring me to make Cars videos, but yeah, pretty much just Aquastrike, because I think I've been watching his channel since like 2017, so yeah, I mean, he's the one who's pretty much inspired me to make Cars videos. So thank you so much, Aquastrike. And thank you so much, Road Renowned Turbo Tractor, for asking those questions. Now, before I before I ask the next question, or answer the next questions, I would just like to tell you guys, this video is most likely going to be a two-parter. I mean, I've only gone through 2 sets of questions, and it's already 6 minutes in. So this might even be a 3-part video, I'm not sure, but I have a lot of questions to answer, so it will most likely be a 2-part video. But yeah, let's just get to the next question. Now, this question was asked by Pixar Guy 95, and he asked a few questions. First one he asked is, how many cars would you say you have? As I said earlier, probably around 744. Then he asked, what are your thoughts on the new Cars show? I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, they haven't done pretty much any Cars like official series or movie since 2017. Of course, they've done the shorts, which I do like, but I'm pretty sure the whole series is going to be amazing. I mean, you might see old characters that have never been seen in like the actual movie, so I really hope that it's going to be a great show. I'm pretty sure it is, because you can never go wrong with any of the Cars stuff. Then he asked, who's your least favorite Cars character? Now, if I were to choose this, probably my least favorite Cars character is Cruz Ramirez. I mean, she's probably my least favorite because, I don't like her that much. Of course, she's a part of the Cars movies. I like all Cars characters, but the one I'd probably, like the least is probably Cruz Ramirez. I do think that she's kind of annoying, so, yeah, she'd probably be my least favorite character. But, of course, I love all Cars characters. Anything Cars, I like. Even if the characters are bad, I still like them, but I still don't like them, sort of, at the same time. So, yeah. Next questions. Thank you so much, Pixar Guy 95, for asking those questions to me. Next question is by Aurelio II San Augustin. I may have pronounced that wrong. I do apologize if I did. I did try my best to pronounce it. And he asks, lenticular cars, ? Now, the lenticular cars, I like the lenticular cars. I think it's a great idea, kind of giving them, like, a different expression for every once in a while. I mean, it gives them different expressions, so that's what I like. Of course, some annoying things, like the 4 eyes you guys may see on them, but I think lenticular cars is pretty cool. And some cars, I believe, were released maybe only as lenticular. So, yeah, I mean, that's really, really cool. Thank you so much, San Augustine, for asking that question. I did not, say your first name because I did not want to pronounce it wrong if I did earlier. Next question is by TH16Cars, and he asks a few questions as well. He asks, have you ever seen Pixar Popcorn? Yes, I've seen Pixar Popcorn. I watched it the day it came out. All the Pixar Popcorn shorts are amazing. I did not make a breakdown video on them. I didn't really feel like doing it, but it was actually pretty good. I was kind of disappointed how out of all of the shorts, nobody talked. Like, the only characters who talked were Ducky and Bunny and somewhat expression voices from Dory. But yeah, I mean, you didn't really see anyone talk. I was a little bit disappointed by that, but still, they're great shorts. I mean, they're all amazing. They're all only like a minute long, but still, they're very, very amazing. I do like them a lot. Then he asked, "What do you think about Pixar popcorn?" I pretty much just answered it. I just think they're great. So yeah, that's pretty much the answer to both of those questions. And he says, "Are you missing any 2021 cars released so far?" Yes, I am missing some 2020 released cars. I'm missing variants of different cars, which I probably won't actually be getting anyway. So yeah, and then I'm missing Racetrack Damage Cruz Ramirez. I am missing the Bumper Save Tractor. I'm missing Racing Red Mater. I'm missing pretty much Luigi and Guido with the flag. I mean, I'm already missing quite a few of them because I don't usually go to stores that have them. I mean, of course, only Targets are getting them where I live, so I'm not sure if there's any new ones that have been seen in my areas. The only new ones I found were pretty much just the Rev and Go. I mean, no, not the Rev and Go. Untitled Chapter and River Scott. So, yeah. And yeah, those are pretty much the questions from TH16Cars. Thank you so much for asking those questions to me. Next question is by Interstate 290, and he asks, "Do you know any shows on Nicktoons?" Yes, I do know some shows on Nicktoons. Pretty much the main one I know is SpongeBob SquarePants. That's probably my favorite Nickelodeon show of all time. Probably my favorite show of all time because I grew up watching SpongeBob, and of course I also grew up watching Cars. So SpongeBob and Cars both hold a special spot in my life, in my heart. I mean, I've been watching them ever since I was a little kid, and I never get tired of watching any of those stuff. So I do know some other shows. I'm not sure exactly what is on Nicktoons. There's probably like little kid, like younger kid shows and stuff. But yeah, the main one I know is just SpongeBob. I do want to say some other shows, but I don't know if they're on Nicktoons or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like the Loud House, and some other ones like Danger Force or something like that. But yeah, still, I do know some shows on Nicktoons. Those are just some of the main ones that I pretty much know, and I think those are still the ones that are on there. Yeah. Now, next questions are, I have a whole other page of questions which I'll be reading to you guys. So, yeah, let's just get started with it. First questions are, these questions were asked by XRS Studios. So thank you so much, XRS Studios, for asking these questions. He asks, "Favorite Cars diecast from your collection?" Now, favorite Cars diecast from my collection, I have a lot of favorites in my collection. I mean, they're all really, really amazing, but it is actually kind of hard to decide. Probably some of my favorites, I really like Piccolo Perry, the Spearmint Pity. I do really like Cousin Buford right over there. I also really like Race Damage Mood Springs as well. Yeah. I mean, those are just some of the main ones. I have a lot of favorites, as I said earlier in the video. But, yeah, it's just really kind of hard to decide which ones I love the most or like the most out of my entire collection. But those are just pretty much some of the ones that would be on my top 10 or top 5. Yeah, so the next question he asked was, "What car would you want to see as a mini racer?" Probably one of the cars I'd like to see as a mini racer would probably be some of the tractor racers, or like the next gen tractors. I think those guys should become mini racers because I think that they look pretty amazing and cool. So yeah, if I were to say, probably just some of the tractor next gens and stuff. I think those would be pretty cool as mini racers. Then he also asked, "Disney Docket or Piston Cup Productions?" I'm gonna have to go with Disney Docket for this one. Of course, I'm more familiar with Disney Docket. I've been watching him since like maybe the end of 2017, maybe the beginning of 2018. But yeah, I've been watching Disney Docket since then. I've watched Piston Cup Productions videos every once in a while. Don't watch them too often, but still, he's a very great cars YouTuber. I believe he has the most subscribers now. I believe he's actually past Disney Docket, which is surprising. But yeah, I probably have to say Disney Docket. Piston Cup Productions is really cool as well. And if by chance Piston Cup Productions is watching this, I'm sorry to say, but I do like Disney Docket more than you. But of course, I still love watching your videos. Yeah, those are all the questions asked by X-Ray Studios. So thank you so much for asking those questions. Next question was asked by Mango and Overcast Batan or Batum 97. I may have pronounced that wrong. I'm pretty sure I did. But he asked, if Cars movies never existed, would you be sad? I would actually be very sad if the Cars movies weren't out. But if you hear me out right now, if the Cars movies never came out, Cars would have never been ever a thing, and I would have never known anything about Cars. So I wouldn't really be sad because the Cars movies never came out, and they wouldn't have existed. So I would have never actually known about them. So I would be sad if I did know about them, but pretty much in the real world, I would have never known it was like a real thing. So I probably would and wouldn't be sad. I would be sad if it really was gone, but of course, if you look at it the other way, I would have probably never known about Cars if it never existed. Yeah, so thank you so much for asking that question, Mingo and Overcast. Thank you so much. Next question was asked by Disney Steve, and he asked, who was the best release for 2021 and 2020? Okay, so for 2020, there were a lot of good releases. Probably my favorite release for 2021 would have to be either the Metallic Hall Ingus or the Metallic Jonas Carvers or Will Rush. Of course, Will Rush was actually released at the beginning of or at the end of 2021. I don't think he was found in the United States until 2021, but he was found in Australia, which officially counts as him being released in 2020. So he's probably my favorite from 2020, or out of those three, would be my favorites. And then out of 2021, I really like the Untitled Chapter. That's probably gonna say my favorite one from 2021 so far, if I were to say. Yeah, so thank you so much, Disney Steve, for asking that question. And also, guys, I'll probably end this video at around 20 minutes, so I can film the next part to be around 20 minutes as well, because I have a lot of questions, so, yeah. Next question was asked by JD's Amazing Cars, and he asked, why are you so awesome? Before I answer the question, thank you so much for thinking I am awesome. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really glad that you think my videos are awesome. I'm really glad you think I'm awesome. I probably wouldn't say to myself I'm awesome. I'm just doing YouTube because I want to. I don't really mean to be having this many subscribers or views. I just do it because I love to do it. But of course, thank you so much for thinking I am really awesome. I really, really do appreciate it. If I were to answer that question, I actually don't know why I'm really awesome. I never really had seen myself as awesome, but I'm just really glad that you think I am. Thank you so much, JD's Cars. Everyone, go subscribe to JD's Amazing Cars. Just thank you so much for that little compliment and question of yours. Just thank you so much. Next question was asked by Plushy Rama, and he asked, do you play Plants vs. Zombies? Yes, I do play Plants vs. Zombies, or at least not at the moment or on my phone. I actually don't have any Plants vs. Zombies games downloaded, but I mean, it is a part of my childhood video game type stuff. I really played, like, pretty much the main games I played as a kid were Angry Birds, Minecraft, and Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies, I love that game. The first game was probably the best of the best. I beat the first game probably 2 or 3 times already throughout my lifetime, and I've completed the second game once, I believe. So yeah, I mean, I love Plants vs. Zombies, and of course, the newer games aren't the best, like Warfare or Garden Warfare, whatever it is. Not the best. I've never tried it, but probably like the original games are the best of the best. But yeah, I think that's going to end it off for part 1 of the Q&A. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of the Q&A. Part 2 should be coming out either later today or tomorrow. at the time you guys are watching this. So yeah, just thank you guys so much for answering these questions. If you guys' questions did not get answered in this video, it will be answered in part 2. I have about another 2 pages of questions. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.